Hello, this is Brittany Van Ness. I'm going to be doing a video just covering what to do, so proper technique to intervene for a choking infant. I'm doing this video because I watch videos of police officers or Good Samaritans attempting to intervene when there's a choking infant. And I see three really big critical mistakes that people make. So this video is just to hopefully bring some awareness and understanding if you're ever in a situation with a choking infant, hopefully that you'll remember some of these things. So my background, who am I? Why am I able to, give you any information about this? So I was a CPR first aid instructor for 2 years with the American Heart Association, doing, adult children and infant resuscitation, choking, and first aid. Also a EMT since 2014, went to Paramedic school in 2016, and currently a nursing student, earning my BSN at Chamberlain University here in Phoenix. And yeah, so that's a little bit about me. So here is my choking infant today. So three things I will point out, the three major things that I see that are typically wrong, and then hopefully if you're ever in this situation, you'll remember those things. So first one is simple. So we're infant is choking. We're going to call 911. I'm going to get the choking infant and then hold them face down, supporting the head. I don't want the head going all over. So I'm supporting the head, but the head is also at a downward angle. This is the first mistake that people make. So very simple, head is lower than the rump, so keeping the head down, the butt, the bottom, whatever you want to call it. I think rump is a fun word. So the head is down, gravity's our friend. This is a baby, we want them to live, so anything, even if it makes just a minute difference, we want to use everything that we can. So gravity is the first thing, so keeping the head at a downward angle. Next, we're going to deliver 5 back blows. So using the heel of our hand, we're going to hit on the back in between the shoulder blades of the infant, and we're going to do it quite forcefully, so kind of upward. And our goal is to cause the air to create enough pressure underneath the blockage that it will dislodge it. So the forceful air hopefully is going to push up and then cause that object to come out. So I'm going to do 5 back blows, heel of my hand between the shoulder blades, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These need to be forceful and effective. We're not trying to wake up the baby. We're not trying to comfort the baby. We're not burping the baby. We're trying to save the baby's life. So if the choices are having a baby with a bruise or a sore back or a dead baby, I'm gonna hit that baby hard. So I should say, protect the head. Really keep in mind what your goal is, which is to get that forceful movement of air to create enough pressure underneath the blockage that it will shoot out. So 5 back blows, flipping the baby over. This is the third mistake, so people often forget to do this part, which is to flip them over and do 5 chest compressions. So head is still supported, still at a downward angle, so just in the center of the chest between the nipples, I'm going to push 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then back over. And the goal is the same. It's not attempting to do cardiac compression. That is attempting to, push the chest cavity down, that it will force air up through the trachea and attempt to dislodge the object. So 5 back blows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 chest compressions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll continue doing this back and forth until a couple things happen. So either the object comes shooting out of this baby's mouth, or the object, it doesn't have to shoot out. The object comes out of the baby's mouth, but it probably will. Then baby screams and cries. That's fantastic. They have a patent airway. We'll get this baby evaluated at the hospital, but they're no longer choking. We've restored ventilation, which is excellent. Second scenario, not really ideal, but at some point, If the obstruction is not removed, then the baby will go unresponsive. You will know immediately. It will, if it's your baby or, whether you're a witness or what, it will be, probably terrifying. The baby will go from struggling, so having movement of limbs, possibly reaching for their mouth, just like we all kind of do this like international choking sign. So the baby will be fighting, and then if at some point they'll become weak and just give out, so they'll go limp in your arms. All the limbs will be dangling, and this is an unresponsive baby. We're going to perform CPR, and if you don't know how to do infant CPR, then I recommend watching a video, and maybe we'll upload one at some point. It's not necessarily important that you're certified in CPR, but it is good to know what to do in case of an emergency, even just as a good Samaritan or a bystander, that you might be able to intervene. So with that, hopefully you're never in a situation with a choking infant, but if you are, remember not to make the 3 common mistakes. So keep the head at a downward angle, do effective, firm, purposeful back thrusts, and don't forget about the chest compressions to also attempt to dislodge that object. Thanks for bearing with me for this video that was longer than I was hoping to make it. Hopefully you learned a few things, and yeah, stay well.